Alright, this video is an update to explain some of the changes I made with the layers and how it all works, and some of the other little changes I made to the GUI. So one thing you'll notice is the tiles section's over here now. It used to be on the right side, now it's on the left. Let me just work on the left side real quick. The image list now can be scrolled with the mouse keys. You can use the cursor keys or page up, page down if you need to move real quickly through everything. I thought that was better than doing a scroll bar, but anyway, whatever. The way you delete images is different now. So when you select them, this little delete thing pops up here, and so now what you can do down here is select multiple images. So like if I hold control and then click and then click, I can select disconnected images and delete all of them. You can also delete like I can do shift and grab a range of jobs or images, and then I can delete them. So that's all a little bit different. The tiles are the same, they're just in a different place. Now, so on the right side, the way things, what I have at the top, so I have the jobs, right? So right now I only have one job, one layer, and that's what this represents. The little thing with the green plus is a layer, and I can create another one just by hitting the plus. I can create as many as I want, and then I can delete from wherever I want to. So and every time I create a layer, it duplicates everything about that layer. So if I start off, let me just put a couple of images. I start off with that layer, so I have these images with this settings, whatever they are, and I create a new layer, and what happens is it duplicates everything on that layer. It's kind of like jobs, but it's within a job now, and what makes it work better is when it prints one layer, it starts the next layer right away. There's no delay, so you can basically do it. Literally can put down one layer of ink, then one layer of something else, and one layer of something else, and the something else I'll tell you about in just a second. You'll understand what I mean in a second. So now look, I've moved the images on this layer, and by the way, when you click on the image, the image edit stuff is on this side as well. It used to be over here, so now it's all over here. May seem to make more sense doing that. Anyway, so this layer, I have moved the image, and if I click back now to the original layer, you'll see, well, that one has the image exactly where you left it. So I'm just showing that you can actually do different things on each layer, and in fact, if you want to, you could turn off the lamps on a layer. In fact, if I click on this, I already had that preset set up. You see it fills everything in for me. So I've already set up this preset that what it does is it turns all the densities off. It sets the lamps to 100%. It does a default mask so that I can do one pass. So it really is just going to do some big swipes. One pass at it. It's going to do quite a big step. And anyway, I'm just showing I can do that. You can also then on another layer you can turn off the lamps. So you could actually do one pass, one layer with no lamps, and then on the very next layer you could do the lamp only. You'll see I set up this preset that's over here, and I just have it all set like that. So whenever I change, if I click on, you notice it doesn't continue to be highlighted because there is no sense of a current preset. When you apply it, when you click on it, you're applying the preset. It's applying it to this layer now, and so then that layer can individually be adjusted. In order to go change the presets, you have to go back to this page. I think this makes a lot more sense. If you guys disagree, let me know, because there's some pretty big changes here. So and anyway, so each layer, by the way, can be, all of this stuff can be adjusted that you'd want to. If you want to print test patterns, so then if you're printing test patterns like the solids pattern or solid fill or solid white or one of the solid colors patterns, then if you want to be able to set the passes for that, you do it from here. You have to go to the default material preset. This is used for patterns. I actually probably ought to change the name to patterns or something like that. Probably makes more sense. But you know, if I wanted to print the test pattern at 10 pass, this is how you do it. You select default, and then you change whatever else you want to change, and then print it. So that's how you adjust things for test patterns. But for everything else, you have to set everything up ahead of time. I don't let you change shit on the fly anymore. I think it's better not to do that. I mean, we should know what the settings should be, and you know, set up some good presets that you know work, and then just stick to that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. So one of the ways I'll show you how we could set up. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to end this video, and then I'll make another one where I show how to do like a 5-layer setup.